Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel if you've been following me for a bit. So today is the second day of our Fort Lauderdale, the lower portion of Florida, part of the vacation. We're in Miami right now. So we checked into Fort Lauderdale yesterday, but Miami's not that far. It's like an hour away. So we decided to go to the
Vizcaya.
The Vizcaya, but it's a museum and it's like this really cool, huge castle type mansion, 10 acres. So far we just parked. The property, already it looks beautiful. I'm so excited to go see it. We're gonna take you guys through it with us. This is Dan, and if you guys don't know me, I'm Sylvia. You guys probably know me if you're watching this. So we're gonna go check this out.
And you're gonna come along with us.
Yeah. So let's go. James Deering began construction of Vizcaya in 1912, officially beginning occupancy on Christmas Day 1916. The villa was built primarily between 1914 and 1922 at a cost of $15 million. While the construction of the extensive, elaborate Italian Renaissance gardens and village continued into 1923. Deering used Vizcaya as his winter residence from 1916 until his death in 1925. In 1910, interior decorator Elsie de Wolf introduced Deering to Paul Chaffin, a former art curator, painter, and interior designer who became the project's director. He assisted and encouraged Deering to collect art items, antiques, and architectural elements for the project. The villa contains more than 70 rooms of distinctive architectural interiors decorated with numerous antiques, with an emphasis on 15th through early 19th century European decorative art and furnishings. Amongst the furnishings are ceramics, the originals of which were shipped from England in 1912, but sank along with the Titanic. Luckily, Deering had taken out insurance and had them replaced. Deering died in September 1925 on board the steamship SS City of Paris en route back to the United States. After his death, Vizcaya was inherited by his two nieces. The estate property originally consisted of 180 acres. But over the decades, after hurricanes and increasing maintenance costs, they began selling the estate's surrounding land parcels and outer gardens. In 1952, Miami-Dade County acquired the villa and formal Italian gardens, which needed significant restoration for $1 million. Deering's heirs donated the villa's furnishings and antiques to the county museum. Vizcaya began operation in 1953 as the Dade County Art Museum. The village and remaining property were acquired by the county during the mid-1950s. In 1994, the Vizcaya estate was designated a National Historic Landmark. Vizcaya was built with an open-air courtyard and extensive gardens on Biscayne Bay. As such, the estate has been subject to environmental and hurricane damage, the latter notably in 1926, 1992, and 2005. Miami-Dade County has granted $50 million for the restoration and preservation of Vizcaya. These funds have been matched by grants from FEMA, Save America's Treasures, and numerous other founders. On March 22, 1971, 3 individuals from New York City stole approximately $1.5 million in artworks and silver items from the villa, some of which were of historical value. The trio of reputed jewel thieves was arrested on March 25, 1971, and all 3 were charged with suspicion of stolen property and possession of a dangerous weapon. From one of their apartments, approximately $250,000 of stolen goods were recovered. The 3 perpetrators had been under surveillance for 4 months for unrelated jewel burglaries that they had carried out in the Manhattan Diamond District. Sadly, the vast majority of the precious items stolen from the Vizcaya were never recovered. The estate, which now is officially known as the Vizcaya Museum and Gardens, consists of 50 acres, with the villa and the gardens and the remaining native forests. 10 acres contain the Italian Renaissance formal gardens, and 40 acres are circulation and the native hammock. In 2008, the National Trust of Historic Preservation listed Vizcaya as one of America's 11 most endangered historic places. Other types of events are hosted by the museum to collect funds for its preservation. For example, every Halloween, Vizcaya organizes a costume party where people from all around Florida attend in costume. Vizcaya participates in Bonanza Biscayne Bay Cleanup Day, an annual community event to clean up the most important ecological system in South Florida. During the event, Vizcaya encourages participants to capture Biscayne Bay beauty with a photography contest. The event usually takes place on Earth Day. Vizcaya is also an extremely popular location for weddings and other special events, given the site's architectural and natural beauty. For decades, the estate has been a subject of photography and is a favored site for photographers of women celebrating their quinceañera. All of this information and history has been provided by Wikipedia. There's a lot more information that I was not able to go over in this video, but I hope that you enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed making this video and going back through memory lane when we got to visit such a beautiful location. section of the grounds was actually one of my favorites. It was so beautiful. All of the museum is so beautiful to look at, but there was just something about this area that I really enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your support. And if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. It really helps my channel a lot. Also, leave a comment below of your favorite places that you have visited. I would love to hear about them.